Hi friends, here's part 2 of our video reading the banking situation from last Friday. Let's see what happens here with an energy read. Okay, I've got all the angels and guides here. Let's see what happens. So I'm going to look for a little spread, 3 cards to come out to show us the energy of what's happening on Friday with our banking and what that means for the very near future for all of us. Okay, so let's just ask for the energy to come out and show us perfectly clearly what's going on and what do we need to know for our very best and highest and good. Thanks. Okay, here we go. I'm hearing it's ready. So let's do it. Let's put these out. Uh-oh. Okay. First card. This is the past. We're doing a past, okay, a present, okay, and a future. Okay, here we go. So we'll start with the near past. Okay, it looks like there's been an awful lot of foul play. This is all about when people aren't straight up with one another at all. Misappropriation of funds on a massive, massive scale. 3 or 4 people at the top of this bank are like puppets and they're being manipulated like marionettes. Yes, and they've hurt a lot of people by misappropriating funds. Will there be a bailout? The next one is present. Not right now. 2 of Cups inverted. See, if you look at it the right way, this looks like a card of agreement. Yes, 2 people are making agreements. They're settling some scores. I'll give you this if you give me that. And it's very, very nicely balanced, this card. But when it's inverted, there is not an agreement made yet. So there's a big pause button. I see a big pause button being pushed. Okay, no one's running in to bail anyone out right now at all. And as a result, someone's coming in and taking a whole bunch of swords and walking away with a beautiful smile on their face. La-di-da, this is now here for the taking, so we're going to take. Looks like we already saw a version of that with a UK bank buying one of our banks for $1 or £1 or whatever it is. I'm just reading the energy. So don't hang me on this. I'm just reading the energy. I'm just the messenger. Yeah, there's a lot of taking. A lot of things are up for grabs. Very sly people that know what they're doing in the banking industry are coming along and picking up the extra pieces that are available to be picked up. So this is near future. Long term, let's take a look, okay? So I call in certain angels and guides that have been helping me do my work for a long time, about 30 years. And let's see what they have to say. I'm going to close my eyes here. Not to worry one single bit. Not to worry one single bit. Hello, hello, hello. Please don't worry one single bit. All of you at this time are learning to raise your frequencies. Planet Earth has raised her frequency a lot during the pandemic and starting about a 12-year ascension before the pandemic. The human beings hold themselves and each other in low vibrations, hold each other in a strong hold of patterning from having a lack of forgiveness for one another, not being willing to be open and present. All of you are still so ensconced in your patterns and programming from your childhood or patterns and programmings that you've inherited from your ancestry lineage. And this is equivalent to the subconscious. So hold on. So in order for people, humanity, to raise their frequency to be in keeping with the frequency raising of that which is happening for the earth, we need to provide ourselves with practices that help shore up our energy field, keep it clean, clear, present moment, and begin to ignite, open, and clear activate all of our chakras. We then know and feel our contribution to the world, and we continue to do so. We continue to show up, providing the world with our particular gifts and talents and skills. In doing so, we continue to raise our frequency along with the earth. I see a couple bumps in the road, rocky road bumps, and they're little, they're not huge, like speed bumps. They're not walls, it's good news. They're not huge rocks of granite. They're speed bumps. It'll be like a bump, three of them, boom, boom, boom. You'll have to get used to the idea of trading differently, meaning exchanging differently. We're not saying you have to exchange differently than your US dollar, that it behooves you, it supports you, it keeps you clean, clear, and in higher vibrations when you're willing and ready to exchange by the means that are presented to you now and in the very near future. Over the next 6 to 8 months, you will have many options of trade, not just the US dollar, many options to trade. And don't be afraid. This is time. It's time. You are all trained, programmed to trade a particular way. And I see people over a barrel, stretched out over a barrel. Connect consistently with your own energetic practices that keep you clear, keep you centered and grounded, doing all that you know that you have and already possess in terms of skills and gifts. Continue to develop those and share. There are so many of you. There will always be exchanges happening everywhere. It's unfathomable to think everyone just stops trading. We'll always trade. We'll always exchange. Let's see the few types of dollars that come forth immediately and quickly to help us trade fairly with the very best product. We'll see what rises to the occasion to support us. Will more banks already? Some banks are already letting go. They look middle to small. Hold on a second. And that's why we see this. This is about someone leaving their swords behind, their assets, and a very lucky person if you could see the smile and the lackadaisical strut. Well, I'll pick these up then if no one else wants them, and a big smile, okay? So let's just move some more energy. I keep hearing, please don't be afraid. This is not a time to be afraid. Hold on a second. Think of, I see shackles coming off wrists. People drop their shackles and they drop all that's been holding them down, weighing them down. And it's interesting, this is the US dollar that's been holding them down and weighing them down because the dollar has been borrowed upon unfairly, and you're given less and less for that dollar over many, 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 many years. I'm hearing the words, look at what the dollar was doing in 1962 compared to today. Just give a nice big exhale. Ooh. And a yes, yes, yes. Let's release this. Okay. All right. So the first bump is what we just talked about. The second bump is a time of getting used to readjustment. So an example is I have a Venmo account, and you can already trade through my Venmo account with crypto if you want to. You can pay people with crypto and you can receive crypto now. I'm not saying that that's full disclosure. This is not something that is recommended in any way, but it's an example how there are already things set up, ways and means to trade, okay, besides our dollar. So our dollars. So big exhale. So the second bump here is about sorting out the information and taking a look at what will suit us during this time of transition. Third bump, there will be some very large decisions to make in 6 to 8 months. Not scary decisions, just large and definite decisions. So I see a big, huge, like endless pile of United States dollars ready to be dumped into the system to bail out banks. But it comes to us in a very costly manner. Very costly manner. Hands down, no matter what, we will and do adjust just fine. It's the sheer panic and the fear of the unknown that can be detrimental to people. Don't do that. No, look at the billions of people on this planet that show up every day to work for their families, for themselves, for each other. That doesn't go away. Everyone still shows up for work, and everyone still exchanges and trades for that work. That will never go away, ever. Just number one, the first bump is be flexible, be willing to see where the trading will be taking place, how will exchanges be managed. Number two, start to sort it all out. You'll be offered many different options and you'll have to sort it out. And number three, there's going to be a huge offer to have it go, I'm hearing Federal Reserve, to have it go where a lot of money is injected into the economy. And I see this. I see watch out because it's going to come at a very large cost. There is an opportunity to clean the slate and trade with a different means. And it will be a means that is available to every single human being on the planet. And it's a fair exchange method. And that's great news. It's a fair exchange method, okay? And without going too much longer, know that you're really well cared for and supported. We have vibrational frequencies coming out of our chest all day long, every day of our lives. We have large desires, wants, and needs that are frequencies coming out of our chests. And those frequencies are being answered with all of this today. This is how your desires are being answered. You've all been asking for a very long time for fair trade, okay? So let's get ready for fair trading, and let's take these beautiful vibrational frequencies coming out of our hearts of what we really desire, and it's to trade fairly, okay? And let's allow this system currently to start showing us, people, places, and things to start showing us the most fair way to trade and to exchange. If we have more of a developed vocabulary that supports the frequencies of our desires with these words, and we focus on these words and these ideas, show me fair trading. Show me the best tool to utilize to have fair trade taking place for all. Those are God's prayers. And when our prayers line up with the prayers of the universe and God, those are answered, and they're answered very quickly. Don't see this as something that is scary at all. It's an opportunity. It's exciting, and we all have an opportunity to trade fairly. So just keep asking for seeing, feeling, tasting, touching the most fair trade available for you today. And in those thoughts and feelings, as we generate them all from our hearts, then we will be creating and we will be experiencing exactly that. Okay, thank you so much. Okay, bye for now.